Hope you guys can hear me now. Very frustrating. OBS is the software that I use for streaming, and it does this from time to time. Really, really frustrating. I'm gonna have to try the other ones. Shadow play. I think some of the other YouTubers use shadow play, and I think it seems to be okay for them. So I might have to try it. Thank you, Judman. Yes, guys, make sure you enter that giveaway, especially if you've got X-Plane 10 or X-Plane 11. You do not want to miss out on that. So yeah, there's my settings for those of you who want to see it. Yeah, it's pretty. I don't know how much of you how much you heard what I was saying earlier, but it's pretty damn windy up here. Judman, you asked a question about the scenery. Sorry, I didn't see it. You were asking about GB Pro 2. So Cosmit, how do I say it? I bought most of my add-ons from the xplane.org. I'm sure someone can link it for you, the org store. Hi Danny, welcome to the stream. Hope you're well. Yeah, guys, made a terrible mistake in the last stream, sending you guys to the Xenviro page and telling you to say, yeah, make sure tell them that Mo sent you. Please don't do that. The page got flooded with Mo Media sent me, and naturally I took the brunt for it, which I fully accept. I can't believe how windy it is up here. It's mad. You know, talking about earlier, we were talking about the Airbus. I'm just going to make it a little bit lighter. There you go. You can enjoy the scenery now. We were talking about the new Flight Factor Airbus 320. Although I'm looking forward to it, I have to say I really, really enjoy this. It's brilliant. It really is brilliant. Okay, guys, as you can see, this is all X-Plane 11 default autogen, and it is beautiful. Let me just zoom in a little bit more and bring that out. Check that out. So I've got world objects on max, flying a payware aircraft, and streaming at the same time, and the frame rates are smooth as butter. What was funny? The way I the Xenviro issue. You mean, Andy? Hi Nexus. I think you probably heard me say it was a payware aircraft. Look at that. It's shaking like crazy. That's some mental turbulence. I can't get enough of this scenery, seriously. When I went flying on Saturday in the Cirrus, seriously, it looks, apart from of course the haze and other aircraft in the sky and that sort of thing, This looks, I could tell you, this looks very close to the real thing. It's incredible, it really is. Okay, let's attempt to land this thing. For those of you who are new to the stream, we have a tradition here. So normally after I land, I do a replay and you guys have to rate the landing. Now this aircraft, as I mentioned, it's in beta version, so it does have an issue. When I load up the replay, I will not be able to fly this aircraft again until I restart X-Plane. So we want to make sure this is you're happy for me to load up a different aircraft after this. Ruben, welcome to the stream. Guys, R1 Aviation, this is the guy I was talking about earlier. He's the legend who edited my last video of the actual flight I did on Saturday. Please go check out his channel. He makes awesome... The reason why I actually asked him to do it, because if you guys check out his channel and look at his editing skills with X-Plane, it's just amazing. Really amazing. And I was lucky enough for him to agree to do it. I'm sure some of you are also very good at editing, but I haven't seen your work, and that's why I picked Ruben. And he turned it around very, very quickly as well, which was really impressive too. So guys, please go ahead and check out his channel. I feel like this landing is going to be very interesting now. It's very, very turbulent. Okay, I think, let's see. Okay, I think, let's try and slow it down first of all. Sorry guys, I'm trying to concentrate here. I think I've applied... This is not going to work, the approach, because I'm well above the glide slope, so let's go manual mode. Check out that autogen there, guys. If you're not watching this in 2K, you need to, because what I'm seeing here is pretty damn good. Wow, this is going to be a challenge, I'll tell you now. Okay guys, sorry if I go a little bit quiet. I'm going to take this landing very seriously. Wow, okay, this is going to be very interesting. Okay, I'm going to go manual throttle because I want to feel like I'm in control with the speed. Sorry guys if you're going to get sick watching this. I'm on the glide slope, surprisingly, and I'm on the localizer, so everything's going smoothly at the minute. But it is pretty... I wish I had a camera. If for you to see what I'm actually doing with the joystick. It is absolutely mental. In fact, you might be able to see, there we go, you can see what I'm doing here. It is ridiculous how much I'm having to make corrections right now. Thank you, Andy. Appreciate it. Hi, Martin. Come on, we can do this. Oh, it likes to dip just before, just on that bit. Whoa. Wow. I'm full right rudder right now. That was ridiculous. I haven't had to do that in a very long while. Well, they're happy. They survived. Damn, that was interesting. I'm actually looking forward to seeing this replay. I don't expect to get high ratings for this because it felt a little bit heavy, but I think it went better than I had expected, to be fair. The turning circle in this is just amazing. It really is. You can backtrack very easily. Okay, I think I'll stop it here. So guys, as I mentioned, once we go into replay mode, I cannot fly this aircraft again until I reload it, because it goes mental once I go into replay and come out of it. You will see what I mean shortly. Okay, let's change of view. Aha, look at that, it was almost a 90-degree crosswind there. Ooh, this is going to be very interesting. Here we go, guys. Remember, you got to rate this in a minute. Welcome to those of you who just joined.
100, 50, 40, 30, 20.
Ooh, that looked heavy. But unfortunately, we need to go back a little bit.
30, 40, 1 speed, speed, 50, 40, 30, 20.
Ooh. What do you guys think? There we go, one more.
Speed.
Actually, we can do another one from the wing view, can't we?
50, 40, 30.
Look at that, that's mental.
20.
I've seen real landings like that, by the way, on YouTube. Thank you, Stephen. 10 out of 10. Look at that side wind, that's mad.
100, 50, 40, 30, 20.
That definitely was a heavy landing. 8, I'll take 8 as well. Yeah, I'm glad I'm not a passenger either, Ian. That was a rough flight. Okay, so are you prepared to see what happens when we take this out of replay? Are you ready? Look at this, look at this. There it goes. Boom. Okay, I have to admit, this is the first time I've seen it do that. Take off like a rocket. That's interesting, it didn't crash that time. We just did an incredible takeoff. Guys, that was deliberate. Not really. That's definitely a bug. So guys, rate the takeoff. Hi guys, hi Mad Bro. Welcome to this stream. Thank you, Pacey. Welcome. Hi, what is it? Robo Gang? Guys, I'm sure you put complicated names, so you want to hear me say it wrong. Okay, so I'm going to fly this because apparently they updated it for X-Plane 11. But look what it says, not compatible. I wonder if there's another vote. That's probably why. So let's check this out, shall we? This is the 500S Aero Commander by Coronado. Or Coronado? Yeah, I think it's Coronado, isn't it? Thank you, Andy. Hope you enjoyed the stream. Oh, activate. Yep, I did update it just before I came on the stream. So let me just get the code. Schoolboy error. But it just shows a lot of the stuff that I get for the stream. I buy these add-ons so I can show you guys. And a lot of the times I save trying it until I get on the stream, so you guys can see it for the first time with me. I know a lot of others tend to sort of prepare, which is probably more advisable. But now the thing is, I'm gonna have to somehow. I'll do that. Has it done it? Yep. Okay. Be a bit crazy for me to share the key. Okay, so let's try again. So I also purchased another aircraft, for those of you who realised. For my last video, the actual real flying that I did in the Cirrus at the weekend, I had to recreate the landing with the Cirrus, so I purchased the Cirrus from the Org store. It's pretty good. I would say it's a pretty close replica of the real thing, to be fair. Ian actually removed it completely from the scenery, custom scenery folder. I was saying earlier in the stream, I found it to be affecting the performance of X-Plane. I didn't realize really until I thought, I wonder if I removed it, if it would make a difference. And when I removed it, and I just used the default X-Plane autogen, I mean, you can see now, I mean, even during a stream, I'm getting around 50 FPS. Might not be the case now with this Coronado. Coronado tend to use very high textures in their aircraft, so it does affect FPS. Still hovering around the 50, to be fair, so seems to be okay. Although this not, there's not that much detail, is there in this aircraft, to be fair. So there we go. This is the 500S. So take it out for a flight and see what it's like. Let me just set my views. want that view there. For those of you who don't know how to set views, you just move to position using your joystick or the keyboard, and then sit it exactly where you want, and then hold the control button on your keyboard and then press one of the numlock number keys. So now I'm holding control and pressing number 4 at the same time, and then probably want, I don't know, let's see if we can go outside the aircraft. I don't think it's going to allow me to do that. Let's see. Oh yes, it does. So I can cheat a little bit here and let's get a tail view. There we go, so about there, and maybe we can move it back a little bit. There we go, and now I'm going to do Control 2, and then I could, I suppose, let's go back in the cockpit, let's go down and see if we can get, nah, it's not going to work that, that's okay. Maybe we can get this view here, something a little bit different. Actually, I've got an idea, let's go down a little bit. How about that for a view? Okay, there we go, and then this time I'm going to save it as, move back a bit, there we go. Let's do Control 5, there we go, so now if I click 0, I've got cockpit, if I do 4, 2 and 5, see, really easy. And that's using the default X-Plane cameras, by the way, I'm not using anything special here. Hi, Big Daddy, welcome to the stream. Do a reverser pushback. Yeah, I could have done, I suppose. Does it even have reversers? Let me check. No, it doesn't. So, hi, technical... whoops, let me just concentrate on taxiing this. See, when I start reading messages, I'll stop concentrating on what I'm doing. Technical Marge, what's my spec? So, i7 running at 4.8 gigahertz, 16 gig of RAM, GTX 1080, and 2 terabyte SSD. Hi, love my wet pets. Glad you can make it back on the stream again. So this is the 500S. There we go. It's one of the more FPS friendly Coronado airplanes, I must admit. This is the bizarre thing, right? You saw my settings and you saw let's just go to there. You saw that I have reflections to medium. It still has a sort of like a reflection sort of effect, which is, I think, is good enough, to be fair. Okay, let's go. Sounds pretty good. That wind though, I forgot about the weather. This is going to be a little bit interesting, isn't it? Something even lighter than the Airbus. Whoa! Yeah, that's pretty... I need to move it back a little bit so you can see more of the aircraft. There we go. Let's just save that again. Yeah, this is going to be a very shaky flight. Sorry, guys. Yeah, Stephen, you read my mind. So Ian, have you or do you know anyone who has updated their default scenery for X-Plane? Do you mean in this, when you load up X-Plane, it has where you can update X-Plane and then click on update scenery. Is that what you mean? Hi Acos, welcome to the stream. Pacey, am I going to buy 1080 Ti? I was thinking about it, but judging by people's sort of comments who have it, apparently I'm not going to get that much more with my current setup. So I think if I was to get a bigger monitor, so I've got a 27 inch at the minute. I did have, before I committed to this particular monitor, I had the 34 inch curved, which was amazing. Seriously, it was seriously good, and it was really good in X-Plane too. But it affected my performance quite a lot. Now, that might be a reason why I would get the TI. So, definitely not ruling out. But right now, as you can see, I don't really need more performance, I guess. I mean, you always need, and you could always do with more performance. So you can load things up and crank things up higher. But I'm quite happy with this. See, around 45 FPS with a Coronado aircraft with max scenery objects. I am not going to complain. So I normally have X-Enviro loaded up, but before I made the stream live, see the weather, it's not ideal, and below this layer of haze can't see anything, so that's why I disabled it. Otherwise X-Enviro all the way, just can't beat it. Okay, it looks like the weather's reset, so it's a bit clearer now, and there doesn't seem to be any turbulence, which is good. So what do you guys think? Look good on your screens? Yes, you can change the weather mid-flight. I was just testing how well it would perform. Makes it a little bit more interesting, doesn't it? Judman, yeah, I suppose I could do that. Epic Zeus, welcome to the stream. Long time no see, my friend. $36, lucky you. It was 12 here in the UK. My area. Not ideal, to say the least. For those of you who've been watching my stream for a while, you'd know that I've flown out of Exeter, which is here in the southwest of the UK, a few times, and with this photo scenery, I had an issue before with the water where it had sort of weird textures, solid textures, but I noticed it's not there anymore, so I don't know what's changed. Whether I'm pretty sure it's not GB Pro 2 that was doing that, but something happened, and it's fixed itself, and it looks almost perfect now. It's brilliant. Look at that, guys. Look at the amount of autogen there is there. See, the river is blended in with the scenery much better than what it was before. Yeah, the nose is quite interesting, isn't it, Ruben? Wow, Ruben, so 30 degrees in Netherlands, that's pretty damn good. Yeah, minus 20 in the UK, well, it feels like it sometimes, isn't it? Mine. 100% humidity, wow. I'm not sure if I envy you, to be honest, anymore. Hi, Fry189. Can I land aircraft after glide slope alert? Not sure what you mean. Perhaps someone else may be able to help you. So guys, as Judman highlighted a number of times, we're getting very close to the X-Enviro giveaway. I think we're around 30 subscribers away from announcing or doing the giveaway and announcing the winner. So not too long before some lucky guy, girl, is going to win the X-Enviro key that X-Enviro guys kindly provided me with. So they're sponsors, essentially they're sponsoring this giveaway. Hi Marcel, welcome to the stream. You must be already into Thursday by now, I should think. Damn, warm for you as well, Judman. You guys are lucky. The summer for us here is very hit and miss. Hi X3RO, welcome to the stream again. Right, this horrible shadows. I can't remember. Someone sent me the Lua script. I think it was you, Ruben, wasn't it? So I added it, but obviously I haven't done it correctly. So this is the other way that I can alter it. It does affect the frame rates, mind. But as you can see, we have straight lines. Shadows look much better now. As you can see, I've lost maybe up to 5 FPS. Because of course everything's more sharper now. It's just putting more stress on my system. But you gotta admit, it looks so much better without jagged lines. Can't open the window mid-flight. Well, I guess that's probably just as well. Awesome, Epic Zeus. That's good. When are you doing your giveaway? Okay, I'm well below the glide slope here. If there was a glide slope, that is. I can't spot one in this aircraft, but I know for sure I'm very low here. Thank you, Ruben. I would appreciate that, because otherwise I'm having to manually edit it every time. Look at that autogen, guys. Seriously. It's incredible. This is default autogen by X-Plane, by the way. So it seems like this aircraft is not so it's got some weird trim issues. I've got pretty much the trim set all the way up at the minute. It's getting a little bit better, maybe because I was going too slow. Struggling keeping the attitude. Epic Zeus, I think that's not a good thing to have British accent in the stream, surely. But you know what? We all started somewhere. I don't know when Luna started his channel. I started at Christmas, and you know, I'm quite surprised that I managed to get as many subscribers as I have in that short period of time. And the other day I hit another couple of milestones, as well as the being very close to 2,000 subscribers. I've had over 1 million views on my channel, which is pretty cool. Quite pleased with that. And I think I already have just over 100 videos on my channel, and not all of them are of Explain, but still going strong. This plane is very easy to fly, by the way, guys. So I've got so Ruben sent me a link to a head shake, is that what we call it, camera shake plugin. So that's why it seemed a little bit more dramatic than normal. And you can quite easily switch it on and off by just holding the shift key and then clicking the C key at the same time. So guys, you know what time it is? Replay, and you've got to rate the landing again, I'm afraid. So do a slightly different view this time. There we go, let's do that. Yeah, it's true, Ian, actually. Looks like a load of Bovis homes, doesn't it? Oh, that wasn't as good as I thought. I was blaming it on the head shake, but actually the landing wasn't very good. Let's see it one more time in that view. That's not too bad. That's okay. It's okay. Pretty cool little aircraft, actually. And as I say, it's not too heavy on the frames. Most Coronado aircrafts are very heavy on FPS, but it seems to be okay. Whoops, I accidentally hit that. There we go. So hopefully when you take this off replay, it doesn't crash out. Yeah, as you can see, it's pretty detailed, isn't it? I always like to fiddle around and see what's actually... There we go, look at that. So let's change the lighting, I'm curious now. That's interesting. I would have thought the landing lights would illuminate. I think it's up here, actually. Yeah, it's all on. Is that? Aha, there we go. Cabin light. And... okay, that's probably because the cabin light is on. Let's see. There we go. Check that out. It's cool, isn't it? I think we got a view at the back here. Really cool. Audio jacks. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Pretty detailed, I'd say. Okay guys, so next location. Where would you like me to fly from? Yeah, I agree, Marcel. I think I didn't hold it up too long, as long as I should have done, really. Not bad ratings, though. Thank you, guys. Hi, Adib. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, it is, isn't it, Ruben? Really cool lighting. So I'm curious to see what the next destination is. Okay. November Zulu Papa Papa. I have no idea if I have this, but there's only one way to find out. If it comes up with if it says that it's surrounded by water, unfortunately I'm going to have to go for the next choice in the message board. Everyone's coming out of the woodwork. Hi guys. That always happens, so people sit there and watch, they don't comment. You get the typical guys who like to contribute to the chat, and then as soon as you give people the option to choose something, there they are. Oh, cool. Where are we then? So, I think it was Marcel who picked this. New Zealand. Cool, okay. I was sure that I installed most of the continents now. So let's, I'm curious to see what X-Enviro, what's the weather like here? Ooh. Would you say that's an accurate representation of the weather there right now, Marcel? So in the UK here, the technical term for this kind of weather is shit. So this is the new Cirrus that I purchased the other day for my improvised video, which Ruben kindly did for me. It's pretty cool. I quite like it. And I have to say, I think it's a pretty good representation of the Cirrus too. Okay, terrible weather currently. Thank you. We could take off and check it out anyway. Whoa, I'm taking off in a completely opposite direction of the wind. See that windsock? It's okay. Nothing I haven't handled before. But I'm not sure if you guys are going to see much here. Wonder if we can make it a little bit darker so we get some light action. There we go. I'm not sure what the cloud top is, so I'm not sure how long we're going to be flying in this, I'm afraid. But the visibility is pretty bad here. We'll try and climb over it and see what the view's like. That's interesting, Martin. So I've heard a couple of other people say that. So YouTube is a bit weird like that. If you subscribe, it suddenly unsubscribes you to the channel. Very strange. Yeah, it did ruin that. I think I think the people's reaction was better than I expected. I haven't bought a real Cirrus just yet, Judman, but it's definitely. Let me tell you, actually, it was my first time flying the Cirrus at the weekend. I've flown lots of other single prop aircrafts, and there was about between a 20 and 24 knot wind that day. Okay, so I was expecting it to be shaky. I flew in Warrior. Can't remember how long ago it was. A few months ago, I guess. I can't remember now, but same sort of weather conditions, and it was very, very shaky. And so I was expecting something similar. So I thought my work's going to be cut out for that flight. And but the Cirrus handled it amazingly. Seriously, it was really, really good. In fact, so good that actually I think I'm going to find it hard to fly any other aircraft. The Cirrus is a work of art. It really is. It flies beautifully, and in fact, I mean, the guy, the pilot who took me out flying, the instructor, I'm sure he said he has 1,000 hours in the Cirrus or something ridiculous, and he flies lots of other aircrafts, you know, teaches others to fly different planes and whatever. And I said to him, you know, am I right in thinking that the Cirrus is your favorite plane? He goes, yep. I hate flying anything else now. And he describes it as a mini airliner. And you know what? I see what he means. I mean, don't get me wrong, I've never flown an airliner in real life. But of course, in the sim, you know, you get sort of a rough idea what it's like. And he said the reason why it's like a mini airliner is because of this stick. And the thing that really surprised me is how probably sensitive is the wrong word to use. Responsive, probably a better term to use. You only have to do a very slight adjustment, input. You know, you barely have to do anything for it to react to what you want it to do. It is amazing. Seriously, the aircraft is really, really good. And he was also saying the aircraft is built for safety. I mean, as a lot of you know, it's got this awesome parachute system. I'm not gonna do it now, but you remove this Velcro, and then you've got a big red handle which you pull down with two hands. And the other thing is, this aircraft has a backup system for pretty much everything. So the aircraft that I flew in, this doesn't here, but it had two GPS systems, one above each other. You'll notice here you've got two batteries, two alternators, so it's very safe. You know, the chances of something going wrong whilst you're flying this aircraft are very minimal. And it's considered a high performance plane, so it's pretty powerful, and it flies much faster than the other single prop aircraft. And I believe the cost of this is around, I think he was saying £600,000 brand new, which I think is roughly $1 million if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, I would say it's definitely a dream. Sorry, that was a long way of saying answering your question, Judman. But yeah, definitely would love to buy this someday. So as I mentioned earlier, so I told the flying school that I've got a YouTube channel and I've got really cool guys following me and they're really into flying and that sort of thing, and he found it intriguing and he checked it out and whatever. So they gave me a voucher to go flying again. So, and he appreciates that, you know, if I'm recording this, you guys are seeing it. You know, you may one day go and fly with them. So that's how it works, really, isn't it? So there'll be another video, hopefully, in the summer. I'm going to wait until the weather's a little bit better, and I did tell him that I would like to do some sort of cross-country flight, so from A to B and then back to A sort of thing, so land somewhere else here in the UK. So keep your eyes peeled. If you haven't subscribed, of course this is a good opportunity to say subscribe to the channel so you can see more cool content. I'm trying to vary it a little bit so it's not just explain. Of course, some of you know Flight Sim World is going to be released tomorrow. I think 18th, is it 18th tomorrow? So be sure that I'll be getting that, and I'll be streaming it as well so you guys can see it. So if you don't want to shed out money, so come and watch me take you through it before you make a decision to buy it. That's what it's about really, isn't it? Really cool scenery, by the way, Marcel. I'm liking this. Of course, Exenvar is doing a great job as per usual, making this look even better. I asked him if it was all fly-by-wire, Judman, but apparently it isn't. Although it did certainly feel like it, and especially considering the windy conditions, I was really impressed how it was performing. I'm heading south. I'm actually heading north now, so maybe I was south when you mentioned it, Marcel. Oh yeah, actually of course the exchange rate is not what it used to be. I am in SR20. Am I having issues with the G1000? I haven't actually had the chance to play with it, to be honest, because as I say, I only got this for the video that I was doing, but yeah, I haven't really had a chance to play with it. So engine, map, so it does seem to be interesting. So I could run the flight plan there, but yeah, I don't know. I'll have to have a play with it, but yeah, it could be buggy. I don't know. I think when I checked when I bought it, it didn't say it was fully optimized for XP11, so I would not be surprised. Having said that, I'm pretty sure the map was working the other day when I loaded it up. I haven't used one of these systems in a very long while, so I've forgotten how to use it. Yeah, interesting. You got suckered into flight school. Actually, I was patient with that because I was a bit skeptical when they were saying about, I don't know, just the way they were selling it. I thought, I'm not sure if this is going to be any good. So I didn't even buy flight school. I could land at Palmerston, so let's have a look. I guess that's there. There we go. So how far is that? 28 nautical miles. So what I'm going to do, cheat a little bit, because otherwise it's going to take me a while. Come on. Why is it not? There we go. Let's get it a bit closer. So how far are we now? Okay, we're directly above it. Okay, I think that's it there, isn't it? Yep, we can land there for sure. It's just about make it out there. The scenery's still loading because I've pushed it away from where I was. What do I mean? I didn't buy flight school. So it was the was it flight school? So it was the what Dovetail Games released back a while, which was seemed to be a flop. Sure, it was flight school, wasn't it? Dovetail Flight School or something like that. Just thinking, actually, am I actually looking at the wrong airport? Yes, I am. So there it is there, directly underneath. So I think they call this a tactical approach. I went with a veteran military pilot a few years ago, and he said, "Do you want to see a tactical approach?" I think he called it a tactical approach or Spitfire approach or something like that. So we went directly above the airfield, and he just did this, and we just descended really, really quick. It was really impressive. Not something I've done before. Not quite pulling it off in the same way. Thank you, Marcel. I haven't really explored much of New Zealand because I didn't have the continent installed, but I have now, so for sure I'm going to be stringing more here. It seems pretty cool. And anyone downloaded any Author for XP scenery, you know, food scenery for New Zealand? Epic Zeus or anyone else? Be good to know what source is the best source for it. In the UK, Bing is the best for me. Look at that, it's awesome scenery. I think it's going to be very foggy once I'm under that layer of haze. Kamikaze pilot. Seems to be working now. It's holding a pretty steady speed. Having said that, now I've gone under this cloud layer. The pressure's changed, obviously, so it's starting to pick up the speed. There we go, we're just coming up above the runway now. What I'm going to do, I am actually going to disable Xenviro for now, because I want to check out this scenery, and I'm sure you guys too want to do that too. So there we go. Let's appreciate this beautiful area. So it's a 3D airport as well, so that's good. That's what I like about X-Plane. A lot of the airports are modelled in 3D. They look pretty decent. Regardless of where you go, most of the time it looks pretty good. I haven't actually yet, Epic Zeus. I was saying it earlier. I'm not sure if it's going to really benefit me in any way unless I get a bigger monitor. I do, Martin. I use Bing for Europe. It's definitely the best for me. It works really well. For those of you who weren't on the stream earlier this evening, just wanted to mention, if you are using Author for XP and using what's it, W2XP and GB Pro 2, I found it was affecting my FPS quite a lot, and so I removed them, and instead I'm just using the default X-Plane Autogen, and as you can see, it has allowed me to crank it up to max without getting any performance hit. So you can see I'm still running at 50 FPS during the stream. That's pretty damn impressive. So just a hint, just you might want to test that as well, guys. See, that's a lot of scenery there. Epic Zeus, no, it's still in, I think, what is it, 2, RC2 or R2? I haven't updated it in a while, but I'm pretty sure that was what's causing the FPS drop for me, was the add-on, the freeware autogen stuff, because it seems to be really good now. So while someone, I think before I streamed, I was getting around 60 and 70 FPS. Well, there's a mega crosswind here, but I have a feeling it's not really a crosswind. We'll see in a second. Feels like it. Yeah, there is. Look at that. Look at the windsock. That's pretty insane. Here we go. Little bounce. Yeah, it's pretty windy here. And I've got full right rudder and it does not want to turn right. So I'm blaming the wind there, guys. It just would not let me go back on centerline. Really, really strange. Anyway, this is a pretty cool little airport, isn't it? Thank you, Marcel. I'm going to save this because it is pretty cool. Let's go and park it up. Seems a bit stupid to just leave it here. Whoa, this wind is pretty crazy. Ah, that's interesting. Martin, I've not tried that area. Hi Bobby, welcome to the stream. I can't really tell you what the 1060 is like. Maybe some of the other guys have experience with it. I've only had the 1080 the whole time I've had X-Plane 10 and 11. That's more like it. So, there you have it. So, we are at November Zulu Papa Mike. And I am going to save this because this is a pretty cool place. There you go. I'm not going to forget that now. I was drifting then, wasn't I? Do you want to see the parachute, guys? Let's do it. Let's get it up to about there. Show how cool this aircraft is. If in an event of an emergency, this is what you need to do. I'm thinking being scenery here would be really, really good. I'm gonna have to try it. Okay, so guys, if you have an emergency, you need to slow the aircraft down, okay, to a reasonable speed. Okay, without stalling it, let's go back, pull back a little bit more. Okay, and just before you hit stall, you remove this Velcro and pull the handle. Okay, that definitely is not how you do it, but hopefully should settle. Having said that, we've got some crazy winds up in here. Yep, so maybe don't use the parachute on a windy day. Yeah, you see, now, I think if I had an issue, I would rather attempt a glide and land it in a field rather than go through this. Hi Robert, hope you're well. Thank you for the lovely message on Facebook earlier. Unfortunately, you've joined us a little bit late, so this is the end of the stream. Haven't told the others yet, but unfortunately, that's all I have time for now. I think we were live for 2 hours, mind. But we're just gonna wait for this to land. Look at that. This is what it would look like inside the cockpit. It is not pleasant. Let's see how it's gonna. If this is not gonna hit the ground very well, is it? Let's face it. Let's do this view here. Oh my god, that was lucky. Guys, that was super lucky. Okay, now it's for some reason. Of course, I guess the parachute's still attached and the wind's pulling it. Surely it won't be that strong. Yep, apparently so, because no, it's still going. Anyway, so as I say, that's all I have time for, guys. I hope you all enjoyed the stream. Just kind reminder, Judman has reminded you guys a number of times, we're getting very close to the giveaway of X-Enviro. So go ahead and subscribe to my channel and follow us on Facebook, and you also need to be following X-Enviro's group too for you to be entered into the giveaway. That's all you need to do. I'm not asking you to do anything too drastic or complex. So yeah, if you have X-Plane 10 or X-Plane 11, I'm sure you want to be part of that giveaway. So I think X-Enviro is around $60 or $70. So I think it's a really good giveaway, and the guys at X-Enviro kindly sponsored me for this giveaway. So yeah, don't miss out. I think we're getting close to the 2,000 subscriber mark. That's when I'm going to announce the winner. Yeah, so we're just less than 30 away. Less than 30 away subscribers, guys. What is this plane doing? How can I stop it? Yeah, it's just gone mental. That parachute, absolutely. There we go. That's one way of ending it. But yes, thank you guys, and I appreciate you joining me again. Yeah, something's happened to the aircraft. Anyway, thank you all. Hope you have all good evening or good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are, and hope to see you all again soon. Thanks, guys. And of course, before I go, I'd like to thank Judman for his stellar job of moderating. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. And I think that's all really, guys. Take care, guys. Bye.